I came to West Des Moines as a young girl, and we lived on a farm surrounding the Hawkeye Portland Cement Company, which is south of the Waterworks Park. And my father owned a farm there and also worked in the cement plant. And it was a different kind of a community because we had all nationalities that lived in the community houses that Hawkeye Portland Cement Company provided. It was a close-knit community where we had a great ball team and we had a lot of entertainment. And so moving to West Des Moines was a little bit different because the Mexicans first came to Valley Junction and were recruited to come to Valley Junction to work the railroad. And because of the railroad strike, this did not set well. And that sentiment continued for a while in Valley Junction. My brothers had to go to war, so we didn't have anyone to work the farm. My father decided we would sell the farm and move to West Des Moines. And as my peers tell me, they remember my father and I coming to West Des Moines on a horse and wagon, and we had our furniture in the wagon, and we moved into Valley Junction. Now let's talk about this wagon that we used to move to West Des Moines. It served a lot of purposes. During World War II, there was a scrap drive, and we as young women decided we could contribute also. So we talked my father into loaning us the wagon and horse, and he is the one that guided the horse, and we would go along picking up scrap metal. And we did do a big job because we had this wagon just full of scrap metal and delivered it to Valley High School, and we were quite proud of our accomplishments that we were contributing to help solve or terminate the World War II. Another thing this group of young ladies would do, we would write letters to some of our friends that were in the war. We would get together and bake cookies and send them also to the soldiers, reminding them that we haven't forgotten that they were there for us. Old Valley Junction, I remember, had everything. We had grocery stores on the very corner of 5th and Maple. We had drugstores. That was a meeting place for everyone. The Vandenberg drugstore and Stewart drugstore. We had a bank on the very corner. Everything that you needed. We even had not only grocery stores, but we had a five and dime store. No matter what you needed, doctors, dentists, everything was on Main Street on the 200 block, 300 block. So we didn't even have to travel outside of Valley Junction to get whatever we needed. But if we did want to go to Des Moines, the big city of Des Moines, we would take the streetcar and go to Des Moines, the big city of Des Moines, if we wanted to go to a movie other than our own movie house that we had here in Valley Junction. The Val Air, which is a big thing that we talk about right now about its noise. The Val Air was one place that we could all go, and our entertainment as teenagers was to dance. Every Saturday night, there would be a big band that would come to Val Air or the Tromar, and you would be sure that we would be there because that was one of our big entertainments. Valley Junction was a little community, a fine community, and it was a wonderful place to have for us to grow up and also for our children to grow up. But there has been a big, big change in West Des Moines. It has grown, and in my day, when I was a teenager, you knew almost everyone in the community by their first name because it was that small. But now it has grown so big that it's a little hard to remember everybody's name. All these experiences that I've had during my lifetime that I learned from my father, who came here years ago, over 100 years ago, now I am able to give back to the community, to the newcomers that are here, and very happy to do so.